My name is Leah, and for years there was one story I kept locked inside my heart. Some memories fade with time, but others stay with you forever. They change the way you see the world, the way you trust people, and the way you understand yourself. When my mother passed away, I believed the hardest part would be learning how to live without her. I thought nothing could hurt more than that loss. I was wrong. The morning we lost Mom felt unreal. The house was quiet, and everything seemed frozen in place. Her favorite blanket was still on the couch, and the television was softly playing one of the nature programs she loved so much. It looked like any ordinary day, except she was no longer there. In the weeks that followed, our family struggled to find its footing. The funeral was small and simple. Friends and relatives offered kind words, but nothing seemed to fill the empty space she left behind. My younger brother, Jaden, became quieter than ever. He spent most of his time alone in his room, and stopped doing many of the things he once enjoyed. Watching him retreat into himself was heartbreaking, but I understood because I was doing the same thing. Our father, Edward, handled his grief differently. He rarely talked about his feelings. Even before Mom's passing, he had always been distant. He worked long hours, spoke very little, and seemed separated from the rest of us by an invisible wall. Mom never stopped believing in him, though she always found reasons to defend him, even during difficult times. Looking back, I realized she carried more emotional weight than anyone knew. After she was gone, the house felt strange. Every room reminded us of her. Her shoes remained by the front door. Her favorite mug sat untouched in the kitchen. I couldn't bring myself to move any of it. I started wearing her old sweaters because they made me feel close to her. Sometimes I would sit on the porch and read through a journal, hoping to feel her presence again. As the months passed, I noticed changes within our family. Grief affected everyone differently. Conversations became shorter. Silences became longer. We were all carrying pain, but none of us knew how to talk about it. One evening, Dad and I sat in the kitchen long after midnight. He spoke about how much he missed Mom and how empty the house felt without her. For the first time in years, he seemed willing to share what he was feeling. At first, I thought this was a good sign. Maybe we were finally beginning to heal. But healing is rarely simple. The more time passed, the more I realized that grief can reveal parts of people you never noticed before. It can bring old wounds to the surface and force families to confront problems they have ignored for years. I wanted our family to recover. I wanted us to become stronger together. Yet deep inside, I could feel that something wasn't right. The tension in our home kept growing, and none of us knew how to fix it. That was the beginning of a journey that would change my life forever. It wasn't a story about losing my mother. It was a story about finding my own voice, learning the importance of boundaries, and discovering that sometimes the hardest step is choosing yourself when everything around you is falling apart.